I really want to appreciate the CEO of Flip TV, Abiodun Kukoli, for giving me, the reviewers and the viewers, the opportunity to express our feelings on this great platform. By standards at newsstands with Michael Adekunle, your lawyer boy. Still on it, and we won't stop. What do we have for you today? The New Telegraph newspaper and the Guardian. What are they dishing out to the public? What are they dishing out to the world? Not only Nigerians. Okay, I am ready to face trial. Yemi Osinbajo, the Vice President of Nigeria. I am ready to face trial, says Osinbajo on 90 billion naira FIRS scandal. To sue Timi Frank, Kachi Onunuju. Frank, Vice President should resign. Follow the Rights newspaper threatens legal action. FEC approves 311.8 billion naira for roads. Woodlums vandalize NTA station vehicles. Woodlums vandalize NTA station vehicles. IMF appoints Kristalina Georgieva new MD. IMF appoints Kristalina Georgieva new MD. Senate to pass PIBs in 2020. All right, on insecurity. Army begins new nationwide operation. Army begins new nationwide operation. And let's move down to the Guardian newspaper. And what's the Guardian dishing out to the public at the newsstand? Osinbajo again. The fight back begins. The Vice President again. The fight back begins. It seems the Vice President is really upset this time around. He's not happy with the development that is going on presently. Osinbajo, the fight back begins. And let's move to another story here. Hope rises for 2020 budget as Buhari submit MTEF FSP to Senate. All right. Ndukuba is new Anglican primate of Nigeria. Ndukuba is new Anglican primate of Nigeria. Many feared killed as kidnappers lay siege to Lokoja Abuja Road. All right, these are the stories we have on the front pages of the New Telegraph newspaper and also the Guardian newspaper. Our reviewers are on ground. They are ready to speak. Let's join them. I'll be right back. I am ready to face trial. Osinbajo, the controversy surrounding this issue is getting tougher day by day. Osinbajo, the Vice President of Nigeria, someone that is highly respected in the society, someone that is highly respected all over the world, now alleged to be corrupt. I'm not saying he's corrupt, but he's alleged. The former Deputy Publicity Secretary of the APC, Frank Timi, also is involved in this issue. What do you think will be the outcome of this at the end of the day?
Actually, Frank is one of the top APC members before he went to a PDP. They know their self. If he says it's not corrupt, let him prove it. Let him step aside and let them investigate. And that is why I would believe that it's not corrupt. The moment that you are still there, you are corrupt. And you know anybody that go to Asorok, if you are clean and you are in Asorok working with the devil, definitely your hands are not clean. So I believe with the sharing of money during the campaign time, that one alone said will show you that there's corruption there. Billions of nairas and dollars. And nothing we can achieve of it. That's corruption. Sharing money in the market, that's corruption. Yes, that is corruption. So, he is corrupt. I'm saying it generally. Who eat with the devil is a devil. I don't say me. So, if you know you are not corrupt, let him step aside. And that is it.
Are you stepping aside the solution?
Oh, step aside, let them do the investigation. That is why I believe it's not corrupt. But when you are there, you say you are not corrupt. I can say I'm not corrupt. Likewise you are not corrupt. But the moment that you are eating with the devil, you are corrupt. I don't say me.
Who is the devil?
Yeah, who is the devil? They are Asorok. Once you are inside Asorok, you are corrupt, my brother. So, Osinbajo, I respect Osinbajo, but with the kind of statement during campaign time, show all of them are corrupt. Who says not corrupt? Frank is one of the strong members in APC. If your brother is telling you something wrong, who are you? All of them are corrupt. What of the billion they recover? The billions EFCC recover, I didn't tell you. I recover $1 billion. I didn't show you that. Look at the money we recover. All of them are corrupt. I said it. Go there. Don't hide my own what I'm saying now. Let them know. If Osinbajo hand is clean, let him step aside. That's the only thing. Let him resign, step aside. No, let him resign, step aside. And let them do a thorough job. Let the EFCC go for him. Let him investigate and tell Nigeria that this man is clean. That doesn't mean. So all of them, no one is free. Everybody, look at border now. Everywhere is closed. People are suffering. We don't want to hear that one. If you know you are not, if you know as a pastor, let me even tell you, as a pastor, a vice president, things are happening. Hunger. Why are you closing border? Why are you closing border? Why do you close border? People are hungry. What kind of food have you bring it to Nigeria now? No fries, nothing. No oil, pepper, nothing is going on. You are there. All of them are corrupt. I said it. My name is Lucky. They are corrupt. If you know you are not corrupt, step aside.
Don't you think this is a hard time for the vice president of this country? You could see what happened to him when the president himself dissolved his cabinet. I'm talking about, he was the head of economic whatever economic management team. Again, I read it on paper that he was alleged of some corrupt practices in terms of not, telling the House of Assembly before making some decisions, especially in terms of giving money to NEMA, that's National Emergency Management Agency. The NMPC issue is there. This disbursement saga also is there. Don't you think he's facing a big trial?
He has a lot of questions to answer. You know why? I'll tell you why. When the president was away, there's some decision he took, and the president and his team are not happy. So they can allege anything to him. But let me tell you, as a pastor, as a lawyer, if you want to free yourself, let him step aside. That's the highest thing. When he step aside, let them investigate. By the time they investigate, he will come back. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you. I will tell you lie. This particular government are not doing well. Anybody can allege you people. But when you are doing well, when you eat and people are eating, they don't have any problem with you. But when you are eating, you block people. They can tell you anything. That is the point of contention. Buhari is not free to. Ask the EFCC, how much have you recovered? All of them are corrupt. All of them. Let me tell you, because they are there, that's why I said they are covering their nyash. Let them go out.
You are saying the vice president should resign. What of the president himself? Because
all of them. But the president, let me tell you the truth. But the president, once you accuse the vice president, automatically the president too. Both of them are supposed to step aside. That's how it's done in the other world, in America.
Both of them step aside, we will take over.
You didn't see the president is there, the attorney general is there, whoever is, all of them are there, justice is there. Let me tell you the truth. In Nigeria, it cannot happen. If Osinbajo, as a pastor, as a lawyer, as a whatever he calls himself, let him just give them 2 months, let them investigate and find out. That's it.
So my own perspective or my own view about this present administration and the vice president as a person and the sitting government, it's like they have issues internally which might not be disclosed to the general public. That's why they are taking drastic action against the vice president, because they know who he is, they know his qualification, they know his standards, and they know the supportive of the general public. That's why they are taking a drastic step against to cripple his ambition, or to cripple his character, his power, so that coming 2023, he will be nobody in the society. That to my own view, that's what I'm seeing. Because you know that if the match will come up for anything, if not to try, if you want to come up for anything, he will render whoever counter, whoever wanted to counter it, he will later the person you said. That's why they want to weak him now. The issue of 9 billion, anything, any step the man has taken, he's taking the right step. That is the people's voice. They are not seeing that. They are not seeing that. Okay, it's like the people are even in support of this man more than we that even put him there. That to my own view. Because I'm not in the answer with them, but they are not seeing that the man is having support more than us. Let us block out his fader. That's my own view about Professor Christopher Oluyemi Osinbajo.
What is happening now is not new. I was telling some people here that day that before this matter come out like this, they have already get what they will take to get this man as Yemi Osinbajo. If you ask many people, I said it here that when they are saying that they will remove him, they say it's a rumor. Say there is nothing like what? Rumor. Before you hear anything in Nigeria, now, but the people there will not agree. Because the same thing happened to Ambode. Before we enter one net, that is Shara report. We hear that Tinubu and Ambode are having serious issue. When they come out, they will talk. They say it's a lie. They say it's not Tinubu and Ambode that are in US. That time they travel to US. But I told them that as far as the thing come, we must surely hear it. It's not up to 2 weeks then the matter come out. When they were dragging about this Osinbajo matter start last 2 weeks ago, and they will be deliberating that whether they begin bring some things, turn it, but now they are beginning to ask him for about some money. I say something that if not for trade money, there will be another issue, because the trade money they give him as a vice president, they don't know where he come from. So you think that the people he's working with there are people, Hausa people are people that when you talk about politics, they know it pass you. They know where the Osinbajo is going. In lane now, he's going for Tinubu that put him there. So Hausa cannot fold their hand and allow him to finish the tenure. Because if he finish the tenure, the power will come out from their hand.
The vice president has been accused of corrupting his office.
Yes, now that's what I'm telling you. He's a corrupt man.
Are you sure?
Because somebody that accept money, trade money, they are the one, he tell you that he's a professor. A professor that you are not intelligent, they make use of you. When it comes to election, they give you 10,000 to work to all the market and share it. Is that not a corrupt person? You people are fighting corruption. Abba, they tell you that there is nothing like buying vote. That is what? Buying vote. And the time never come. Maybe this one may not take it likely, but the people are seeing now, they will not take it likely.
Don't you think the disbursement of funds it did during that time was to better the lives of Nigerians?
It's not better the life of Nigeria. 10,000. What will 10,000 buy?
Especially market traders.
Especially what? It's not better anything. What will 10,000 buy? The person that start market inside all these small markets, is it 10,000 used to buy market? He give them because the people, they don't know that Nigeria, they are weak. Any little thing they see, they fall down for it.
He's trying to lure them to vote for them.
They lure them to vote for them. That's why you see that they went to every market and sharing 10,000. And him as the vice president, that he is a pastor, that they give him the money, they know as where did this money come from. And he forget their mind come out that they are fighting corruption, that the matter will still by fire. If this was just the beginning, if you know the time, he will be the vice president that will enter prison because of this matter. Because many people are there waiting for him. They want to think that they are using sense. They go and block that no buying vote, and they are using indirect way to buy vote. He buying vote. Ask anybody, they'll tell you. Even Atiku was campaigning that time that for going and sharing money, said it's trade money. Which one is trade money? You that as ordinary person working on the road, did you see the money? If you want to benefit the life of the Nigeria, you share money, count the life of Nigeria, go to their state, drop money. That this money for the people in this state. Not to go to market and say people are selling market. They will do apron for them. They will do apron for them for APC, they put money. They will give them 10,000, collect your voter's card. Is that not buying vote? This thing just start.
So they were indirectly buying
They
votes.
have already buy the vote, but some of them that collect the money did not vote for them because they know that they are buying the vote. It's not helping. They didn't help anybody. They didn't help anybody. And so people that are waiting that will ask them for that money, they share for trade money. And him as Osinbajo that says a pastor that is sharing the money, you think that the people that is working with are them mumu like some Yoruba people? No, you are dealing with Hausas. When you talk about politicians, they know how to go in and they know how to come out.
Now, don't you think the vice president is in a big mess?
Eh?
The vice president, would you say, is in a big mess?
It's a big mess. It's just, I said it last week. Many people that hear me that when the matter starts, they should just wait. They will impeach the man. Only one thing they will tell him. People say they can't impeach him, they can't do this. I say okay, they may not impeach him, but now he will come up by himself. Because there are some situation that will come. What Onoge, you hear the issue of what Onoge. When what Onoge matter start, former CGN, they tell him in friend, went and meet him that sir, you know that you are a chief justice of Nigeria. This kind of name is not good for you. What you have to do is just do what? Resign. The same thing will happen to Osinbajo. They will tell you, okay, you are second. The name that they give to you is not good. What you have to do is just do what? Resign so that the name of the government will not spoil. What will he do? You carry him back. He never start. They may not use voice on him. Now he will come up by himself.
In which capacity and which before who are they facing that challenges? It's a slap to the Yoruba land, even to his own children and transgeneration children. I'm saying the truth. That's my opinion. So I will tell you that to him, it's a good thing. So that when the other generation of Yoruba, when they see their children and great grands, they stone in. So the whole world will be listening today. That if they see will be go and write today the way they did to Ekeremadu, the Yoruba youths who do that to their leader, because they are our leaders too. They are very useless because they have forgotten that what did they do to their own leaders and their own people is what their own children will do to them, because their own children too will become vagabond. There will be a time they will be a vagabond. Now they will say, even though they are rich and they are not in Nigeria, they are vagabond from this movement, because it's not a cause, not a prayer. It's what they are sow in their own father, their own youth, that do that to them. Because they have forgotten that Yoruba is they say, tí rọ́bà lọ ó ní ọdún ọjọ́ kan ní títọ́ ojoojúmọ́ ní ọjọ́ ìjọba ní ìkan. And they have forgotten, no matter how they use sham and Jasper, Ogun, Afoshe, everything, they are doing there will be a repercussion upon them and their generation. Especially Tinubu should listen and listen carefully, especially TVC. Whatever they sow, that you should not forget what HIDA, permit me, Aida, Anna, Idowu, Jidolu, Awolowo. That is Awolowo wife who said to him that he's coming to her life, that he do not only come to her life, whatever she has said to him, he will tell you, he not only come to him, it will affect his generation, that even the Babalawos and the Awos will not be willing to rescue him for a dime. Because he have forgotten one day, he will bite the tongue, he will bite the dog, the dog will bite him. Because if the dog may not be alive, it will be possible that it's the spirit of the dog that will bite him finish, not even the shrine or the idol or the owl that will help him out. Because he have forgotten, he would send an arrow, the arrow will revive because it's untouchable.
Well, based on the information available to the public, which is still subject to litigation, and as far as I'm concerned, is presumed innocent until proven otherwise by the said constitution. So I will want to reserve my comments as he have come out to declare his intention that he's ready to face it squarely. Should they call for his attention? So I think there is no much ado about making noise and going about whether they are defaming or in support for him. I don't know, but I think there are fundamental issues that need to be addressed as far as Nigeria is concerned. You see, if there are systems that are in place all these things will not be, it won't even be a part of something that should be discussed. The system will check itself. We check the excesses of those within the corridor of power or public service. So it's as a result of the failure of the government to establish and consciously reinforce our systems, both judiciary and other systems, so that irrespective of whoever is involved, the system will play its role. So as far as Nigeria is concerned, we'll continue to experience these counter allegations and defense and all that, which is not the fundamental essence of governance. Nigeria is in the state of comatose. We almost, virtually the entire sector of the economy is moribund. And it's not the time to start throwing blames, power tussle. I know there are interest groups within the cycle, within the caucus that may want to see their interests prevail, not at the expense, not at the interest of the masses, Nigerian masses, but at the expense of Nigerian masses, because they are looking for something to corner beside them. It's not that there's anything, or they are for justice or they are for equity, no.
For some weeks now, the vice president has been facing a lot of trials from the issue of National Assembly telling him that he didn't seek their consent or their consent before taking certain decisions. Again, the former deputy publicity secretary of the APC, Timmy, also accusing the vice president of corrupt practices. Now, looking at the vice president, do you think he is capable of doing all this?
Okay, thank you very much. I think the vice president is a legal practitioner of that caliber, and I respect him in that regard. But the fundamental issue about Nigerians is the system, the failure of our systems. You see, if there are checks and balances, if there are systems in place to coordinate the actions, to define your limitation and what you are expected to do, I think it will save us much of this inconsistency within our system. So for Osinbajo, I don't know whether he has contravened, as the Senate accused him that he did not seek their consent. Then how did he excel? How did he scale through if he didn't seek their consent? You see, what are the bureau of that oversees over such issues, whether contracts awarding or signing of bill or whatever? I think there should be a system that will check it. Now, if that system, if there is a flaw in that system, not everything can take place. As someone described Nigeria as a zoo, where everybody comes to do whatever that he feels like is best, and he didn't mind anybody. And if anybody is talking, it means nobody is talking. As far as their interests will be maintained, they can go beyond, even look at our judicial system. There is no respect of law. How do you expect such system to strive? In the community of nations, Nigeria remains a place of mockery. A place of mockery. And it's so disheartening that even in this dispensation, in this 21st century, we are experiencing where people have gone far beyond what we are still struggling, which is so unfortunate.
It's always good having our reviewers to express their views on this program. Today's edition of Bystander has been very, very interesting. Do join us next time as we bring another interesting topic from the newsstands. Michael Adekule still remains my name. Behind the camera, Latif Adebole. Also in the studio, Michael Ajo, the editor himself, keeping it real on Flip TV. Have a good day.